What's the most messed up way your parents joked with you? When I was a kid, my parents joked a lot. That's how they described it. Anyway, we're just joking. But I grew up realizing that most of their jokes were at my expense. I was the youngest of 3, and my siblings were the golden kids. My parents used to call me the free trial child. My mum actually said that once at a family barbecue. He was the free trial. We figured out what not to do with the other 2. Everyone laughed. And I laughed too, because if I didn't, I'd be told I was too sensitive. They had this running joke that I was adopted. I looked just like them, same eyes, same hair, but they'd tell people I came from the clearance rack at the hospital. Sometimes, my dad would drive past a random house and say, "Hey, that's where your real family lives. Want to go home?" Everyone would laugh, and I'd just stare out the window, trying not to cry. It wasn't just once, it was constant. Every mistake, every bad grade, every time I tripped or forgot something, there was always a punchline waiting. Classic you, you're hopeless. Guess we drew the short straw. I thought it was normal, because everyone seemed to find it funny. In elementary school, my teacher asked us to bring in baby photos for a class project. My mum gave me a picture that wasn't even me. I only realized when I held it up in front of the class and one of my classmates said, "Oh, that's not you." When I told my mom, she laughed so hard she cried. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Maybe I really did bring home the wrong kid. I laughed too, but that night I went through every photo album. There were barely any pictures of me. Most were of my siblings. My mom said I didn't like pictures back then, but I think she just didn't take them. By the time I was a teenager, I had learned how to take a joke. I made fun of myself before anyone else could. It was a defense mechanism, though I didn't know it at the time. My friends would say, "You're hilarious, man. You never take anything seriously." They didn't know that at home, seriousness wasn't allowed. If I ever tried to open up, my dad would interrupt with a sarcastic remark. Once, I told him I was having a hard time at school. He said, "Oh, poor baby. Want us to call your teacher and tell them to give you hugs instead of grades?" Then my mom chimed in. He'd probably fail hugging too. They both laughed. I forced a smile. The first time I realized it wasn't normal was when I was 16. I went to a friend's house for dinner. His parents asked how my day was. I said something dumb like, "Pretty boring." And his mom smiled and said, "Well, boring is good sometimes." Just like that, no sarcasm, no jab. It was gentle. The whole night, they talked to him like he was a person, not a punchline. When I got home, I told my mom about it. She said, "Well, good for him. Sounds like his family's boring too." When I turned 18, they threw